Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Vista Acre Homestead. I'm David, and there's Maggie. Maggie chasing shadows. Welcome to the Vista Acres Homestead channel. Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us on the Vista Acres. Give y'all kind of an update what's kind of went on this week. His old limb fell. Let me show you that. That's the old pecan tree. I tell you what, y'all, that pecan tree's been that big seems like ever since I was a little boy. I'm glad that one fell. Well, actually the one above it's the one that fell, broke. That one right up there, you see where it split? It fell, and then it hit this one and broke this one. And because this one had always leaned, it always stretched out through there, and it was almost aggravating. So yeah, I'm glad that didn't fail. Which we had Willie trim these back in the fall. Y'all, you ever need any trees cut, Bison Tree Service, really good folks. So Willie's a fine young man. He'll treat you right on it. All right, y'all, let's take a look at the quail. We have made some headway on the rats. See, these two rats, y'all saw me put this up. I just put this up, and they've already chewed the bottom of it out to try to get in there to them birds. I don't know. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to probably build some doors for these cages. I mean, they've even chewed that. But we got two big ones this week, so we've made some headway on the rats. We're getting there. All right, y'all, the Caturnix sparrows look pretty good there. I've got one they picked on. Birds can be, I mean, vicious. There's no doubt about it. These are doing well. These are doing pretty good. I'm gonna have to clip their beaks. I don't know, it just seems to be them white ones there. It's got a long beak. Maggie, let's bring your nail clippers out here. Now Maggie's chasing the bees. You chasing the bees, Maggie? All right, y'all, been a busy week. Angie and I did finally, and I'll tell you what, y'all, I thought on this thing for at least 8 months hard about, and I even talked to y'all, I probably wouldn't do it, and then I turned around and I did it. We ended up buying a new vehicle. It's actually not new. It's actually a 2023 model, and this kind of tells you how the economy is. That's a 2023 model with 500 miles on it's what it was. And basically what it was is the dealership bought it because they was going to lose the rebates and they would have lost money on the vehicle. So they went ahead and bought it and then put it on their used car lot. And I was able to get, I mean, a deal on it. I probably, if I had went ahead and bought one when I first thought about it, that deal would have probably cost me at least close to $20,000 mistake. That's how much I saved on that thing. It being a 2023, it is a Rubicon. So, and this is something that Angie and I are going to tell y'all about later, that we got going on. We've had it for quite a while, but we'll show that later because this ties in with the Rubicon camper. That's kind of funny, the camper being named same thing as the Jeep, a Rubicon. But anyway, this camper is an off-road camper, and it's a 21 model, so it's got the big tires on it. The axle sits up. I was wondering if it had a straight axle type on it, or if it had one of those swing type axles, but it's got a straight axle. But this is a 21 model. And again, y'all, I got a deal on that thing. It was just, I really didn't want to buy a camper until next summer, but that was such a good deal. I thought I'm gonna go ahead and get one. So you'll see those in the background. I may even do an overview on the Jeep a little bit, but that's kind of what's going on there. All right, y'all, in the Dalton area again. We got feed. Old Alan brought me some feed. I'll insert his name of his place. If you're up in the Dalton, Chatsworth, Gordon County, in North Georgia there, give old Alan a call. He tell you what, he's really good fella. I work with him. And then also he's got good feed. We've been using it, and he does a good job. I'll insert his card up there. Okay, big news in the hatch house. Let me take you to the hatch house. You can tell there ain't nothing going on in the garden. The hatch house, the bob whites are doing good. Still under the notion that, I don't know, if I get them out on the light, I might be able to tell. But yeah, there's males in there. I can tell. Look, I'll try to point out on the video, but right there's. Okay, take a look at the brown right there at the head there. You see that light tan brown? That is definitely a female. If you look at the other one, where it's a little bit lighter, almost looks like it's going to be white on the head, then that is a male, y'all. And that's the big difference between your male and your female bob whites. Bob whites are very easy to distinguish between male and female. The Coturnics that you're going to see next here, you've got to flip them over and check them to see male or female. Looks like there might be quite a few males in there. Yeah, I got to change their pans out today. And here is a Coturnics. Now, I've seen people on video or Facebook think they got bob whites and they actually got Coturnics. Look in there, y'all. Yep. So I got one trying to hatch. Hope it hatches. And then we've got some quail hatched. So I'm gonna have to get the old brooder going. These are the 2 eggs that I got out from that one mama turkey, and I really wish I could have found that other one, because you'll see on the video she hatched 4 of them, but she hatched them. They went to moving when it was raining. I put them down here in the brooder, but I lost all 4 of them. It's just, you know, you hate that. Dried them and everything else, but I tell you, turkeys are real hard to raise anyway. And hey, let me insert a clip of the old mama turkey. This is how good of a mama turkey she was. I want to show you something pretty interesting. I found interesting. I took some baby chicks this morning away from the mama turkey. She was out in the field out here. Let me show you there. She was way out in the field out there, and she had some baby chicks. And those baby chicks, I was afraid the cats would get them, or it was kind of wet too. So I called, there was 4 of them, and I called all 4. Matter of fact, Maggie found one of them this morning when I first let her out. She went down and checked everything out, and she found that chick. So like I say, there was 4 of them all together, and I got them together, and I brought them up here to the brooder house, because I thought, well, that's probably the place they need to be. Put them where they'd be warm and they'd be safe from the cats. Well, I want to show you what found them. Oh, where she's went. There she is. She has come up here and found her baby chicks. So, and they're in that bottom cage there. Alright, I'm not gonna hurt you. You're alright. I need to get you some water there, girl. I'm gonna get her some water to drink. And I'm gonna let her be with her chicks tonight. She can be in here, she ain't gonna hurt nothing. And she ain't gonna hurt a thing. But yeah, she came all the way up here inside this building and found her baby chicks. I wonder what she'll do if I open that door up. Here you go, girl. Come here. All right, here's your chicks. Right there. And I guess they're all right. I hadn't checked on them since, yeah, there's one of them there. But there's your baby chicks. Alright, so I'm gonna get her some water. I know she needs some water. A little bit better bowl to give her some water in. And then I'm gonna give her some food here. Y'all watch her. She knows where her babies are at. Yeah, she knows where her babies are at. There's you some food. She ain't interested in food. She ain't interested in them babies where her babies are at. They're warm in there. Should be. How can I get in there? How can I get in there? Well, I'm gonna have to figure out a way of probably letting her be with her babies. Yeah. No, that's quail. That ain't your babies. Your babies in there. I thought y'all found that interesting. I found it very interesting that she came up here and she found her babies. She's a good mama. She's a real good mama there. I'm gonna leave her in here with them. And that way she'll be close by them there. And she's got some water and food out there, so maybe she'll drink. I'll get her a better water bottle. And she's safe, so that's a good thing. But how about that? Yeah. And we'll lock her up in there. I'll have to clean that real good, but yeah, that's something else, y'all. All right, y'all, that's the hatch house. We've got that going on. The guineas are still sitting over here. Auntie threw them some food last night. They don't get off the nest for much of nothing. They are some dedicated guineas. Some of them got them off the nest the other day. But yeah, I hope they hatch them this week. It is supposed to get, I mean, bad hot. But y'all, that's a pair of them. They you can tell they look about alike. Guineas are hard to sex. But they got a bundle of eggs on there if they hatch. I don't know. I had to. That brings me to over here. What is going on? We'll start down here with Kane and his bunch. There's the guineas. They think I'm gonna feed the birds down here. I always throw them some food when I feed the birds. I'm not feeding them right now. We'll feed the birds a little bit later. But boy, ain't those growing out. I mean, tell you, they are growing. There's Kane and his bunch. Looks like one of them have laid an egg. Phew, nasty. Don't need no more turkey eggs. We ain't gonna hatch anything else from here on out. Really, Angie couldn't believe I hatched those quail, but y'all, we got these going on. They are growing. They're growing. There's our lavender. We lost the lavender up there in the other cage. This is how crazy chickens are. All right, let me show you how crazy chickens are. There was a gap in between this, and they would get down in there, and we had a thunderstorm, real bad thunderstorm last weekend, and we had 3 of them get in there and pile on top of each other and kill each other. I tell you, chickens, I can understand now why at chicken houses, they don't allow any dogs, especially like Maggie there, to come around and bark at their birds and stuff, because you could lose thousands in a chicken house. These are doing pretty good, y'all. They pretty, ain't he a pretty rooster? The guineas hadn't did a number on his tail feathers. He'd be really pretty. And it looks like they finally, after about a year, they're starting to come back and look pretty good. I may enter him in the fair next year. Alright, so these are doing pretty good. These are my favorite Americanas. They are some pretty chickens. Alright, Rue, I don't know, something got a hold of him last night or what, but he was pretty rattled this morning. He still looks pretty rattled. He won't go up at night, and I don't know what's going on with him. All right, these, y'all, you live and you learn, I guess, as I told Angie. We had to get the guineas out of here. The guineas was not letting the chickens or the turkeys eat like they should. I mean, these are growing birds, y'all. You've got to throw the food to them. As you can see, we finally got the food going to them good. Also, another thing, y'all, these little bitty waterers like this thing here, I told Angie get rid of all of them. I don't want any more of them on the place, because these birds, I don't think was getting enough water. We unfortunately we've probably lost 3 or 4 birds, and I think it was related to the food problem, and then I also think it was related to the water problem. So yeah, you hate that, but that's kind of the way, you know, you got to stay on top of it, y'all. And you learn as you go with this thing. So we're down to 7 bourbons. Maybe we'll get some hens out of that bunch, and hopefully these will start getting a little bit better. But you said, I tell you what, I like this top water. It's just simple. It's easy. I mean, it's just simple and it's easy. It can't mess up. It just can't mess up. It's a good watering system. All right, the lavenders, I usually let them out, and they do go up pretty good. But yeah, I may let them out anyway. I hate keeping them up because they are such good free rangers. They're not destructive. And Maggie, the only thing destructive would be Maggie there. She'd be Maggie. All right, the geese. Yeah, Jack and Jill there. I think that's why after about 2 years we decided to name them Jack and Jill. I did call them originally Heifer and Jekyll, but I like the geese. They're pretty. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. That's a little bit on the birds there. Like I say, they're doing good for the most part. Hope everybody had a really good week. Flew by for us, as it always does. It goes by really quick. I seem like I go to work, it's time to get off, and next thing I know, it's a weekend. Don't get in a huge hurry on the weekends, although I haven't, as anybody that watches the channel knows, I got a lot of projects, a lot of unfinished projects. I also went to the eye doctor this week, and I got the correct lens put in, he said. And he explained to me, really I had the perfect setup. I can read, excuse me, I can read, but I can also see far away. This eye, seeing far away, because I'm not gonna get into the nearsightedness and all that. It's almost confusing the way that's said. But anyway, far away, I can't see as well with this eye as I can the bad eye, which is really a blessing, because like I said, I had retina detachment in this eye, and I wasn't supposed to be able to see very good with this eye at all, but I've got 20/20 in this eye. This eye, I'm a little less than that, but because, well, I understood him right, because of the stigmatism got corrected, I'm able to read out of this eye. So basically, I don't have to have reading glasses to look at my phone, but yet my vision off is not as good. And I think some of my problem is this eye, it's still sometimes it gives a little bit of trouble. But that's kind of what went on this week with the eye, which was a good thing. Yep, thought I had a problem, went to see the doctor and found out I didn't have a problem. So, kind of way it goes, ain't it, sometimes, y'all? All right, y'all, this is the project for this week that y'all gonna see us, our Tuesday, Thursday video. We are bringing a porch out from the door. So you will be seeing this. I put some concrete in some holes last night. I think I missed this hole. I'm hoping I at least got the corner of it where I can get a post. I put it up here because I am going to put a 4x4, but it's not going to really be a support 4x4. It's going to be more of a, and I know I missed that one looking at it now. Maybe I need to go get my eyes looked at again. But it's going to be more of the pull all of it together. I'll get into that when we do it. I've got to put a piece under that door. Shouldn't have solved that all the way down, but I guess it was easy at the time. Looked like a good idea at the time. All right, any of you ever did that? It looked like a good idea at the time. Whew. Yeah, I've been guilty of that several times. I thought it was a good idea at the time. Do a lot of car trading like I've done on old cars. I like old cars. Anybody watch the channel knows that. Sometimes I look back and I go, I probably shouldn't have done that. I've been better off to have kept what I had, whatever it been at the time. All right, y'all. Again, y'all, we really appreciate each and every one of you watching the video. We really appreciate the comments. That helps the channel. We look at all the comments, and I try to, if I can, I try to react to the comments, try to make corrections, and because we want to make the channel better and better, y'all. We want it to grow. We want it to be something everybody enjoys watching. Angie and I have got several channels on YouTube that we watch and we enjoy. I tell you one that Angie really likes is the Haulers. Y'all check them out if you hadn't looked at them. They got a great channel. She looks forward to them posting. But y'all, again, thank you for watching.